Community connections, CKMS. Local sounds, thoughts, passions, and success. Celebrate local, your neighbor's got a story to tell. Community connections, CKMS.
Happy Friday, Waterloo Region. You're listening to CKMS Community Connections on CKMS FM 102.7 Radio Waterloo. My name is Bob Jonkman. In the studio today, we have a bunch of actors for two of ActOUT's performances. We'll be talking with them in just a few minutes. Want to say hi?
Hi!
Going to listen to Sourwood with their new single, On the Road, first.
I've been around chasing good days after bad. And I saw the writing on the wall of old Virginia as I make my way across the chosen land. I know a good man who gave himself up to temptation, lost his home to the company store. He knows a sober man can make a plan much clearer. But after all this time, he's lost the will. Gravel roads and deep blue water, a wildfire drinks its fill. In my bones, the old dominion calls me back again. I made the mistake of reading Kerouac, thinking I couldn't live without it all. I saw the damage done, the needle takes another one. Just things that I've seen up on the road. I make a great escape to swim in calmer water, a place where I can lay my head. But on the banks of the greatest lake that sits between us, they've come to collect. Gravel roads and deep blue water, a wildfire drinks its fill. In my bones, the old dominion calls me back again. Gravel roads, deep blue water, a wildfire drinks its fill. In my bones, the old dominion, I'll never be, never be.
That's Sourwood, KW musician, new single, On the Road. Welcome, actors, to CKMS Community Connections.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, hoi. What's up?
You are performing in two performances coming up really, really soon.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot that there's like different dates.
Yes, there are.
And you're doing this with an acting company called ActOUT, KW.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had Brianna in a few weeks back, and then a bunch of actors came into the studio and did some radio theater with us.
Oh, yeah. Hi,
That was you. That was you.
We were also here.
It
Well,
was
most
awesome.
of us were.
Not you. Pat.
Not you.
Oh. It was awesome. I just loved that so much. I think there's not enough radio theater in the world, and I hope you all come back and do it some more.
We hope so too. It was so
Yeah.
fun.
We do.
It was really fun.
It was also very warm, but it was very fun.
Now, we're only in the studio here with 5 people at the moment, but I guess you had more people for the radio theatre
Yeah,
performance.
we had like 12 people in this room. It was so packed.
Wow.
Yeah.
You could probably
Altogether,
fit
there
2
were
more.
8 actors, but
We could have
Yeah.
like fit 2 more maybe if we tried.
Just squeeze some more people
I
in
don't know
there.
if we'd have enough headphones.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably you need some more headphones to have a cast of 12. So, what are you actually appearing in? Tell me, Argent.
I'm appearing in High School Musical as Ryan.
Okay, and your name is?
Argent.
Argent, yes.
I'm Ezran. I'm gonna be appearing in High School Musical as well as Taylor.
Okay.
I'm Evie. I'm gonna be appearing in Alice at Wonderland as the Queen of Hearts and one of the Cheshire Cats.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to be appearing in Alice at Wonderland. I'm going to be doing a bunch of small roles like the Tiny Door, the Fish Newsy, and the Dormouse. And my name's Agatha, by the way. God, I almost forgot my name.
Isn't that difficult? You've all got multiple roles in multiple plays. How do you keep track of it all?
Hard work and spending too many times reading the script.
Yes.
It's a lot of
Yes.
it's a lot of reading over the script over and over and then speaking the lines to yourself or getting somebody to say your line,
Yeah.
say the surrounding lines back to you, which is a lot of practice and memorization and drilling over and over again
And even-
until you can say the lines in your sleep.
And even still, we still make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you're practicing, how much time do you spend practicing?
So, like, do you mean at home or at rehearsal?
Well, either. How much time do you spend at home?
Rehearsal for Alice, we do 6 hours a week.
Yeah.
3
Okay.
3 each rehearsal. So we have 2 rehearsals.
2 rehearsals a week?
Rehearsals a week,
3
each
hours
of 3
each.
hours, and then I normally do like maybe an hour of just at home because we're at the state where most of us have fully memorized our lines and blocking, and we're just running it over. So we don't have to do as much time at home to memorize. It's more just drilling it at this point.
Yeah,
Right.
I do like 30 minutes to an hour depending how much time is like left in the day.
That's a day.
Yeah.
Every day you put in an hour's work rehearsing lines.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an incredible amount of dedication.
Yeah.
But you, Argent?
I think we do 5.5 a week.
6, I think.
Okay.
It's still the same amount of time. It's Thursdays and Sundays, two rehearsals each week.
Yeah, ours are Wednesday, Sundays. I think our Sunday rehearsal happens later because I know when you guys happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have all the other stuff. It's not just learning lines, because you have to know where to go on stage.
Yeah, blocking.
Blocking.
And learning the songs, too.
Songs.
For us, too.
us specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the High School Musical is obviously
A musical.
Yeah, yeah. And when you introduced the other play, it wasn't Alice in Wonderland. You
It's
said-
Alice at Wonderland because it's kind of a modern retelling, but also kind of a modern parody of Alice in Wonderland, where it's set more with a modern teenaged Alice going through Wonderland and being a bit more snarky and snazzy because teenager.
Yeah.
Because they're a teenager.
So easier to identify with for
Yeah.
the characters as being teenagers yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. How long have you been at this so far?
I always remember. I think we started in March. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
started in March.
Was it? We started
That's
Like,
January.
Yeah,
No.
you guys get more
Yeah,
time.
early
because-
February.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Because like first rehearsal that we would have had was a long weekend or something
Okay.
like that.
I do not remember.
I'm
that
pretty-
was so long ago.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure musical runs a bit longer in practice time because you need more time, especially with the choreography and singing. While with plays, you can kind of just go at it. Because we've been rehearsing the show just over and over. We finished blocking it in like the first 5 rehearsals.
yeah.
Really?
And you have a lot less
It's
people,
that easy.
so-
Yeah, mainly because plays are more go here, go there, that sort of stuff at the beginning of blocking, and then we niche out small little details throughout. While with musicals, you gotta learn on the choreo, you gotta learn the blocking, you gotta learn the singing, you gotta learn all of that.
And lines
So it
too.
takes a lot longer to block everything out. Also, musicals often have a bigger cast.
Yep.
Okay. How many people in these plays?
Alice cast, 9 people.
Okay.
We have like 32.
Wow.
Such a difference.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact number. There's a lot of people, though.
It's usually around 32. I could be really wrong.
And that's all people with speaking lines, or are there some people who are just back in the chorus and you know?
Everyone has at least one line that is set apart from the others.
Okay.
Since we do double casting.
Yeah, we do double casting.
So we
What does double casting mean
Double
for
casting-
the audiences that do not know theater terms?
Yep,
Thank
I
you,
was about
Agatha.
to do that. We make two versions of the play. Each of us have. It used to be two different roles, but now it's more major role and one ensemble, which we're part of.
And then you have two separate things that you have to rehearse for, that
Yep.
you have to memorize, that you have to block for.
Yep.
Just for information, the plays don't do that because we don't have enough people to do that.
So it's easier to do the play then, but you have multiple roles in the play.
Yes, we have. Most people have 2 to 6 roles, but normally 2 to 3 main speaking roles with a few bit roles sprinkled throughout. Bit roles are characters that come on for just maybe 1 or 2 lines as a joke or for a bit. They're not really characters.
So for Alice at Wonderland, does it help for people to know how the story goes before they come in to see the play?
Not really. It goes through a lot of the basics and it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
It would be interesting for people to come in with a base knowledge of Alice, but it doesn't exactly need a background to research. It can be a complete experience going in blind.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like a more modern version.
Yeah.
So it's
But
like
it's not like a Disney remake.
yeah, it's not like exact, obviously, but there's like
Yeah, there's a few references that probably would be got better if you've watched the original, but they're not like integral to the plot. They're more little in jokes than
One
plot
of the wonders of having
relevancies.
public domain, the story is so old it's no longer under copyright, so
Yeah.
you can make it be whatever you want it to be. How about High School Music Junior?
High School Musical was a movie originally, I believe, and that released in like early 2000s. So this is like a lot more modern than, or like yours is a modern retelling of a story that's like fairly classic.
Yeah, like,
The way that our director has said it is a little bit more modern, considering 2000s was a while ago. And
20 years ago.
Yeah.
25. Yes,
True.
ago.
you don't
True.
need, you
A
don't
quarter
need to
of a
be
century.
exact.
Okay.
A quarter of a
Okay.
century.
Okay, pedantic.
Okay.
So you're considering this is a classic story retold, the
Sure.
High School Musical Junior. What's a junior about? Why is it a junior musical?
Because we probably can't handle doing the full play.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what is a junior musical?
Junior musical is an adaptation for, since our age range isn't, like, huge. Well, it is huge, which is
10 to
it's
16.
10 to 6.
17.
17.
17's been
17?
upped.
I'm 17 and I'm still in it.
10 to 17.
And it's been adapted, so it's a lot shorter than the actual movie would have been, or the stage production, and maybe there's a few, like the songs have been shortened, the scenes have been shortened,
And it's
they might have cut a few songs,
also
etc.
changed a few
Okay.
lines to make it more age appropriate as
Yeah.
well for certain shows.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is all taking place, High School Musical Junior is taking place
At the Cambridge Arts Theatre.
in Cambridge Theatre on May the 31st to the 24th. Yes, I have it in
Yes,
front of me.
week
here.
of the 18th.
I'm reading.
Yeah.
I haven't got this
Yeah, we
memorized.
don't remember the dates before. We're just told to go on
It's
to
in
stage.
2 weeks, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
a little bit later, a week after that, we have Alice at Wonderland.
Yeah, we're in, most likely in the band shell down in Waterloo Park.
Now
It's an
that's exciting.
outside theater. It's nice. It's
It is
fun.
nice.
Pray that the weather's okay. That's
That's taking
Yep.
place on May the 28th to the 31st. All right. I think we're going to switch to a little bit of music, and then we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the people from ActOUT here on CKMS Community Connections.
See you soon.
That's called So We Formed a Committee to Discuss the Problem by a musician called U de Fe from KW. In the studio with me are actors from ActOUT KW, who are performing in High School Musical Junior and Alice at Wonderland coming up in a few weeks. We've got Ezra and Argent and Evie and Agatha. Ooh. And I want to know what got you started into doing theater. Why are you actors?
I originally got specifically into ActOUT and theater due to seeing my older sister first perform. I saw her up on stage. It was a very small role, but she seemed so fun and exciting. And little me, I think I was 6 when I started, was so excited and happy and thought it would be so fun. And I haven't stopped since. So I've been doing that ever since. I think another thing that drew me to acting was just the ability to perform, be big and be crazy, be energetic, which I'm normally not meant to do in a normal social setting. But you can kind of just be whatever on stage. Nobody's going to care who you are, what you're doing, as long as you play your part. And if it's just a big, open, accepting place to just act and have fun and play characters. You get to tell a story and bring others in. It's fun.
How about you, Evie?
I don't remember what got me into it.
So why are you still in it now?
It's honestly just really fun.
Yeah?
I'm gonna kind of spitball ideas here of how I got into it. I think it was just because I've always really liked performing, because I did dance when I was younger, stuff like that. But I really like just acting as different characters. It's just really fun. And my uncle is into theater as well, and that kind of got me into it, I think. And yeah.
And it's lived up to all your expectations?
Yeah, like it's really fun, honestly. I love going, and like the people are just so nice every time.
I think another great thing about ActOUT is it isn't super performance heavy, performance based. What I mean by that is it isn't like, oh, you have to perform perfectly, you have to be great, you have to be the best to get a role. It's all about learning and experiencing and getting better with acting. You don't have to come in being perfect, and there's not a lot of pressure to be the best. You're here to have fun and learn and act and get better. And that creates a big welcoming space to new people who are coming in to not feel pressured that they have to be perfect.
Yeah, like there's times where they'll just like kind of give us directions on what to do, but keep it like very open so that we can kind of put our own spin on things, and I really like that.
But we should probably pass it on to the high school.
Yeah.
How about Ezra?
Okay.
What brought you into acting?
I got into acting. Well, first, I watched my best friend in a performance of The Claw.
Oh, I got clunked in the head during that.
Yeah!
Ka-thunk.
Oh.
It was super neat, I thought, because I saw my friend having fun with their friends, and they said that I should join it, and I was like, okay, but I didn't quite, not yet, not then. I wanted to watch the next production that they were in, which was Elf Jr.
Yes.
But I didn't because it was Christmas Eve, the day that I could watch it.
And it was super snowy, basically a blizzard.
So I didn't watch that. I wanted to. I wish I could to this day. But, and then after that, I ended up signing up for Newsies Junior with ActOUT.
And you haven't left.
I haven't left. I was on the wait list, but then I got let back in. So.
Cool. And Argent, how about you?
Back in my day, way back
I'm
when.
only 2 years younger than you.
What first got me into acting was I watched an ActOUT production of The Lion King Jr. And
Oh, the super old
Seussical
one.
as well.
The super old Lion King. I was there too.
Yeah.
I saw that as well. From
Yes.
the old TV up at the top. I watched on that flaky old thing, just sitting there as a little kid and be like, "Ee,
Yeah.
kitties."
Yeah, and I think that's what initially jump-started my like of acting. So I then joined Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Jr. for ActOUT in 2019.
Fun fact: I think the god costumes came from the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So that might have been the start of the infamous god costumes.
Oh dear.
Possibly.
After that I did Frozen Jr. in 2019 also. That was in winter. And then the pandemic happened, and I kind of had to stop for a while.
No, we all did.
Yeah, we all had to.
I joined after the pandemic.
But technically, there was a few things going on during the pandemic, but they're all very small and online. Also, for anybody who hasn't seen a show and wondering what the infamous god costumes, if you ever go see a show and there's a character who's a knight or a god or somebody working in that sort of position, you will see the costume. They are always used. You will know it when you see it. It will reoccur.
Yeah, so my first venture back into musicals wasn't actually with an ActOUT production. It was with the Singers Theater. I did a production of Battle of Boat in 2023, and then just this summer I did a production of Les Mis.
Yeah.
Right.
And just this year I got back into ActOUT productions. So I did Into the Woods Jr. earlier, I did it in winter, and now I'm doing High School Musical as well.
Wouldn't y'all be rather out playing hockey or riding bikes or playing video games?
No, that's
No.
hard, and this is also fun because it helps us with communication skills. It allows us to build something for people to see. It also is a community. You get to integrate into a community, make new friends, make new experiences. It's also building towards something where you get to let other people into this world you've created, and that's such a warm, fuzzy feeling. And while yes, playing video games is fun, that's more something for yourself as a way to recharge and relax. But with this, you get to let others relax by what you're doing, and you get to give your heart to the world. So
And also, who says musical theater isn't a sport?
It is.
It
so
is exhausting at times.
Yeah,
Like,
Newsies.
Drenched in sweat
Yeah,
most of the
Newsies
time.
was basically High School Musical as well, from what I've heard. Newsies was sweat. The heater also broke during
Yeah.
Newsies.
And most of us were in 3 layers of costumes.
I was in a
Oh,
three-piece
honey.
suit for half of it.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was a lot of overheating.
Agatha, you said something about giving your heart to the world. Isn't that scary? Isn't it scary going up on the stage and performing for
Yeah.
strangers?
It can be quite scary for younger kids or other people to go up and see all the eyes watching you and in some sense judging you and seeing what you're doing, and it can be quite scary. But often I've heard from a lot of kids and myself, once you truly get on stage and start getting into the moment, it becomes less important. You get, enraptured in, I think that's the right word, in your character and the story, and you forget that you're being observed, I guess. There's also a few tricks of calming stuff down beforehand, or getting something like a lucky charm, or a good trick for a lot of theaters, look at the exit sign at the back of the audience, because it makes it look like you're looking to the audience, but you're not, so you don't have to see
You're looking for a
everybody
way out.
Yeah, you don't have to see everybody watching you. But yeah, a lot of the times when you get on stage and you get into the flow of it, it becomes less scary, because you're in a place that you've been before, you're comfortable in where you are, and you become one with your character.
Yeah.
And this might sound counterintuitive, but I feel more confident on stage than I do talking face to face with people or like one-on-one.
Yeah, because you get
Yeah.
a disconnect, because you're playing a character. You're not yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody will think of what you do as you. It's somebody new. You have none of the pre-knowledge or pre-knowledge of what you are in real life. You're somebody new. You're the strong knight. You're the vicious witch. You're the childless baker. You're all these things, new things that don't connect to who you are. It gives some disconnect of, I guess, anxiety. I'm not the best person to be talking about this because I've never been one for a lot of stage anxiety. In general, I'm someone who just sprints on stage and belts my heart out.
Absolutely.
With no fear. They could contest. They knew me as a child.
Easy as that.
Yeah, I am so scared before I go out on stage. Like, even though I've done this like many times, every single time I'm like freaking out, especially when we were about to do the radio one, the Canterville Ghost. You saw me. Yeah. I was out there. I was like pacing around the room. I was sweating so bad. Yeah.
It's a
but like eventually when I like came in and started like actually reading my lines or like just doing my lines on stage, stuff like that, it's like you get lost in the character and it just you already know what you're supposed to say, stuff like that, and then you just get into it and then you're fine, and then eventually like doing more like each play in front of people like each day, it just gets easier and like
It sounds
it's
like
really
you're
fun.
really getting into the characters that you're playing. But then in the very same play, you have to switch characters because you're double casting. How can you manage that?
A good way to do it is creating like your distinction in costume and action and somewhat how you voice to create different characterizations. It's also good to create different relationships and backstories for each of the characters to distinguish them even more. Another way I do it is before stage I think about who this character is, W5, who, what, where, when, and why are good questions to ask yourself to get into the specifics of your character, and then you go on stage. For me, it's also always the changing of the costume that helps, because it feels like I've, excuse the language, switched skins. And I'm getting into the skin of my character, and it allows me to truly switch between characters, because I'm no longer in that character's clothing. It's always helped because it distinguishes them even more. Oh, I'm no longer the knight. I am the baker because I'm in a baking outfit. Oh, I'm the knight now because I'm in the god costume. It helps because you get distinguished by costume. Also, writing overly complex backstories can be fun.
Body language is also a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
like standing confidently versus standing more slouched gives off a different message for different characters. Like if you want the character to seem confident, then you're going to have your shoulders like more backward or back, and you're standing tall and proud, versus where you're all hunched in on yourself makes you seem a lot more shy and timid.
As I sit up straighter on the radio, yeah. So when you've completed the entire thing and you have to put the whole thing behind you,
I cry.
yeah?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's hard because you're leaving kind of excuse my cheesiness. You're kind of leaving a family behind.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Yeah.
become a
Computer family?
Excuse my cheesiness, but it very much feels like you're leaving a family, a big group of friends, and it can get sad. But you know, you'll probably see them again, and you'll keep doing this with them, and
Yeah.
you'll be gone forever.
Like, especially when you really like the character that you're playing. Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
hard to just like put it
Let go.
down.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
When you
Like-
created so much intricacy and
Every
every
single show I've
facet.
been in, I want to do again.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Like I really liked playing the baker in the winter. That was so much fun for Into the Woods. Sorry, that was so much fun. I wish I could do that
Yeah.
role again.
Yeah, like I really like playing the Queen of Hearts and Cheshire Cat. Like it's just so fun, and I already know like when it's over, I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna be
"Sigh."
sad because after Alice is over, because I never get a character where I get to roll around on the floor again. That's fun. I also miss the Canterville Ghost because the small cast.
Yeah.
We really did
And we
feel
only
like
did it once,
well, we
and-
really did feel like we were a family in a house.
Yeah.
We really
It's like-
feel like we were an actual family running around because we got so much time to interact and get close.
Yeah, like you feel like
And-
my brother. You feel like my mother. Like
Yup. Definitely.
Cool. I can look at you now. Oops.
So ActOUT is for kids up to 17.
Yes.
Yep.
What are you going to do after that?
You can go into, well, do acting high school, do acting university or college. You can go do community theater or do other theater troupes.
and be very sad.
I
But,
honestly
yeah.
don't know.
Or you could come back and have, volunteer or work at
yes,
ActOUT.
yeah.
Yes.
Wait, that's what I'm hoping to
Please
do.
do.
Same. I'm hopefully gonna volunteer and stuff because I love ActOUT and I want to give back to this community, to this
Absolutely.
family that instilled this love and given me my chance in drama, instilled my love and been so welcoming. I want to give back, and I want to give that same love and enjoyment to the younger kids that I was given
Yeah.
by the volunteers back in my day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Think you might go into professional theater?
I might.
Maybe.
I'm
I
thinking
might.
of.
I don't know if I'm ever going to go into professional musical theater because as much as I love musicals, singing's never been my favorite thing. But like plays, I've always loved, and I could see doing that in the future. But I don't know if that would be like a full job, because theater does not pay the best unless you get
Yeah, exactly.
unless you get a big breakout role or get into movie acting, and once again get a big breakout role.
Yeah.
It's not going to pay much.
There are so many musicals I would love to play a part in.
Yeah.
What about doing something outside of the acting part? There's a whole bunch of roles that take place, the backstage roles, the lighting.
Yes,
Ooh.
I'd love to work backstage. It sounds so cool. Like lights seem so fun, but I've always been interested in the physical stuff, like costume design, prop design, set
Yeah.
design.
Yes.
All of that seems so fun to me. I'd love to be able to be backstage making the costumes, props, sets. That tactileness would seem so fun because it's also bringing the world to reality. It's bringing the world of theater to life through costumes and props and set. Though doing the lighting and sound is very fun as well because it's also once again adding to the life of the world.
How about directing? Any
I
any
have,
thoughts
yeah.
of
I
directing?
have thought of it. I don't know if I ever want to fully go into it. I'm not 100% sure. But I definitely want to try it because I think it could be something I'd find fun.
I would, like 100%.
I know a few
like,
people that would really like to.
Yeah,
but
I
me
think it would be
personally,
fun for
probably
me.
not.
I don't trust myself with that much power over other people.
Then you're the stage manager.
Yeah.
And then there's the plays have to come from someplace. Are any of you aspiring playwrights?
Not fully, but I probably will end up writing stuff in the future just for fun. Because
Yeah.
it was quite fun writing the ads.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are fun. That's
but
the ads on the
like,
Canterville Ghost.
it might take a lot of time to learn and develop those skills.
I would love to
But
help
it would-
someone.
Be
Yes.
fun to write play or script or something. But, take a lot of work and we'd have to learn. Most of us are still quite young and have a lot of time and need to learn.
Maybe
Like these two, Ezran and Evie, aren't even into high school yet.
Nope. Next year.
Next year.
And then I'm the quote-unquote old geezer here at 17.
I'm only 2 years younger than you. I'm 15.
Yeah, still.
All right, I think I'm going to spend some more time with a bit of music. And then when we come back, I'm going to put you all on the spot and hope to have you recite a part of the play that you're in.
Yeah,
in the next couple
it's
of
gonna
weeks.
make no sense because it's just gonna be a hobble together lines.
Zero
Because I
context.
don't think any of us have seen together in either of the shows. So you're gonna just get a few lines, a bit of fun, probably a lot of giggles. Insanity. Bye.
Bye.
Improv
Stay
there, too.
safe.
Woo.
Listening to CKMS Community Connections on CKMS FM 102.7. We'll be right back. Listening to Elbows Up, new track from All Weather Haulage, right here from Waterloo Region. Listening to CKMS Community Connections, we have actors in the studio. And the actors are going to do some acting for us.
Don't expect anything good. None of us are. We're going in blind as much as you are. None of us are prepared.
All right, who wants to go first? Any volunteers?
I'll bite the bullet.
I guess I was going to go
Thank you.
first.
I volunteer as tribute.
Thank you, Agatha.
Can you set us up? What's the role you're playing?
I'm gonna do a line from the tiny door, then the basically second but also introductory scene, which is a lot about introducing Alice to Wonderland and everything. Here is the line. Please forgive me, God. It's a most magnificent garden full of white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland. It's a land of nonsense and make-believe, of danger, beauty, and imagination. That's it. I didn't plan anything else.
Hooray!
The problem is that none of us have scenes together, so we can't do like a back and forth
Yeah.
bit at all. We kind of just have to do single lines. Because we have one bit, but just me going, yes, your majesty. It's nothing.
And the best me and Ezran could probably do is like singing together,
Yeah.
like
We
an
can do
ensemble
Do it.
number.
Do it.
We can do the yes, your majesty bit.
I don't even remember the line that comes out. I think it's like off of the rat or something.
Argent and Ezran, you wanna?
Hey.
Which one?
My thought was start of something new.
Evie has to do
Okay.
their bit. Evie has to do their
Okay.
bit.
Evie does their bit.
I just got dragged.
You're being voluntold.
Okay, what's like a line that's like quick? Off with her head! I don't know. That's like the
Quintessential queen of hearts.
Yeah. Say it one more time, but actually wait before, like, dropping character. Say it one more time.
I'll do a different one because that one
It's
is
murdering time.
before this noodle of a girl interrupted me.
Oh, I wanted to say it's murdering time.
Okay. He's murdering the time. Off with his head.
Bang. Then
Yeah.
you get a gunshot.
Yeah, I get to shoot people.
And then I wake up being like, oh, I'm awake, I'm in every word, as the, half asleep dormouse. Because the dormouse, I could have told like the story about like the 3 little girls who lived at the bottom of the well. And their names are Kelly, Shelly, and Janet. and then it goes on with the mouse repeating that for like 2 minutes because the mouse is too tired to remember what the mouse has said.
I was like, are you tired or drunk? I couldn't tell.
Both.
Tired, mainly tired because time got messed up in Wonderland, so it's been like 5 for forever. And so the mouse mice who mainly like in the afternoon or nocturnal has not really kind of been sleep schedule has been messed up pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
All right.
Argent and Ezran. You're doing the musical.
good luck. I salute to thee, soldier.
Thanks.
Uh,
I know this year.
wait.
Yeah.
Up or down?
I feel like up.
Okay, I'll go down.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, improv!
I know this year that something has changed. Never felt this way. I know it for real. This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new. Whoa, the start of something new. Whoa, the start of something new. Whoa, the start of something. Woo! Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I find it funny because like when you like half beginning way you fully synced up because the beginning you were bouncing between because both of you be like as you got more into the song
I was like,
you start
what
to sync
key
up.
are we in?
I'm not sure. I started a little bit lower.
You started to sync up better near the end.
Yeah.
When
But
you
there's
do
more
the
in the
performance,
middle.
is there music that you're singing to?
Yes, there's a backing track.
They're not just acapella.
That was just-
That would be so awkward.
There is a bit in it that it's a cappella.
Uh-huh.
There's like 2, and it's
Yeah, one of them is for my character's sister, Sharpay, where she just waltzes on stage singing one of the songs.
without backing track. No music. Just
I would.
this feeling's like no other.
I feel like 9% of the cast would crumble to dust the second they got onto that stage.
Yeah.
Having to do that, just
What do you have left to do? The performance is in 2 or 3 weeks. Not even that. A week
We're
or
just-
2 weeks.
Running through it.
Like
Yeah,
we had a rehearsal yesterday, and that time we ran through one of the double casts, one of the 2 casts. We ran through the entire show from the very beginning to the very end. We did all the lines, the songs,
The choreography.
the choreography, everything from the start to the end
No
in
breaks.
one shot.
yeah.
Was that a dress rehearsal in the stage where you'll be performing?
Not
Basically, but we didn't have costumes.
yeah, we didn't have a
props.
dress.
Oh,
We didn't have the dress part of the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
okay.
It was a rehearsal. But like just a full run through.
Right. And then,
Same for Alice. at Wonderland, we've mainly been running the play over and over again. We get through maybe 2 run-throughs of rehearsal, front to back. And we've also gotten very nitpicky about certain things, about certain movements, because we have the time to be more nitpicky about how we're doing this, how we're doing that. We did have to reblock things due to incidents, aka a person breaking their leg.
Yikes.
You're doing this outdoors, aren't you?
Yes, that's also one of the reasons we had to recast it. We block. They're still the characters. But yeah, we're doing it outside, so we have to plan around that. But it's quite fun with all the movements, and we're mainly just practicing running lines and making sure everything's up to the spits, up polished, and ready to go live.
Yeah, we're in the nitpicky stage where
It's like when your wife broke her ankle.
oh yeah, or I think it was
forgot that
sprained.
My other newsie broke their leg. We're trying to get a wheelchair for them so we can wheel them around on stage.
Okay.
Because it's a lot easier than having them on crutches the entire time, because they would be in full crutches the entire time.
Yeah, but I'd say the blocking is really good though.
It's pretty good. It's lucky that other than the fog newsie, which is one of the characters, they're pretty stationary. Like, there's a hare who sits at the table the entire time. There's a door who just stands there. And those are the main 2 roles. They're mainly just kind of sitting there. There's not a lot of strong movement other than the fish and frog newsie. But that can be pretty well changed with the wheelchair just being sprinted around stage, which is quite chaotic. It's not too... It wasn't like Alice broke his leg and then, had to completely change the entire show.
How can people see your show? What can they do to get tickets?
They can either just show up and buy them, because you can buy them as soon as you get there, or I think you can buy them online.
Okay, so I'm looking at ActOutKW.com, which has information about the upcoming shows and information about buying tickets. So if you want to get tickets...
Yes, the website.
Please do.
Incredibly helpful. Yeah, please come to Alice. We need more people.
High School Musical is almost full, so
Don't go to them.
Still get it.
Don't
get
get
the
them.
tickets.
Don't
Still
get
get
them.
the tickets. Still come, please.
Don't go to them.
Please,
Come
we put in
to
a lot
us.
of effort.
We need more. We need an audience bigger than our cast, please.
Yeah.
I think you won't have any trouble at all attracting an audience for this. It sounds exceptionally intriguing, and I think you've put on a good mini performance here in the studio. So
I don't
that,
think so.
People can get a taste of what it is that they can expect when they come out to the actual
Chaos.
performance itself. Chaos is good.
Yes.
Chaos is very good.
To a degree.
Can I quote you on that?
You certainly can.
Yeah! Radio station guy said, chaos is good. I forgot your name, I'm sorry.
How many performances?
Wouldn't it be?
8.
Yeah, 8 total. And
you can go.
there would be 2 per day.
Yeah.
Because for show week, which is basically the week that all of the shows that we're putting on are, we have 2 dress rehearsals in the theater Monday and Tuesday, usually in the evening, from what I've remembered.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are all show days, and
So we're gonna be missing school for that.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
there's a few afternoon shows.
And then the, how was that, Wonderland?
Yeah, we might do a full night, we might not, depending on school shows. We may just end up doing Wednesday, Thursday night, full day of Friday, because it's a PD day all week, and then full Saturday. So we might only end up doing 6 instead of 8, just due to school shows and that sort of stuff. So we might, end up not actually missing school.
What do the teachers think of this?
Teachers,
I haven't
they're normally
told them
pretty.
yet.
They're normally pretty chill with. Now that I'm in high school, do not want to miss as many days, but I'm normally there every day, so it's not going to be as huge a deal if I miss every day all the time. It's more reasonable because I'm always there, so if I disappear for a week, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
But this is an educational activity too, right?
Yes.
You're learning theater, you're learning all those things that you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
I can't see a teacher complaining about learning extracurricular stuff.
Especially not a drama teacher.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Because Agatha and I both go to Eastwood Collegiate, which is we're both art kids, basically.
It's the theaters. It's the art school. You go to like visual
I'm
arts.
going there next year.
Yeah, and then me and Ezran are going there next
Yeah.
year.
Oh, nice!
Awesome.
Yeah, I plan to jump you two in the hall.
Yeah, my younger sister is going there next year,
Yeah.
too.
Plan to jump. I have like a list of people I need to jump in the hall.
Hooray.
I
I'm
might end
scared.
up helping tour guide on the grade 8 day, by the way. So you might end up seeing if you go to the grade 8 day.
I
during
hope I
school.
do.
I'm gonna be graduating.
What, this year? Next year?
This year, I think.
This
Do you know
year?
what's coming up in the future? What is ActOUT planning after?
We
know
have
yet.
some summer camps that are happening over the summer, but we can't really tell you what's going on in this next fall musical, next fall.
We will have
play.
them, though.
But those will happen, and they normally was released and announced sometime during the summer. But you can always come to our summer camps. They're quite fun. They also go to younger ages of summer camps because we often have a younger kid musical. This year's is Frozen Kids. That's happening. I can't say too much because I'm not in it, but it's great. I think the ages are 6 to 10.
They finished pretty recently, too,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
they?
they
I
finished.
thought maybe.
Yeah, they just finished their performance. It was amazing, and we have some summer camps for that age range as well, including going to older ages as well. It also goes up to 16 or 17, the summer camps.
So when it's done, are you all taking a break?
Wait, no, the summer camps go up to 14.
When everything is finished and the curtains are drawn and the stage has been packed up and all the sets have been put away and the costumes hung up, are you taking a break for the summer?
Oh, probably. I'm probably gonna have volunteer at the camps, but also as much as I'm gonna be like crying when
Oh,
when
gosh.
it's first over.
Yeah.
About an hour later, I'm gonna collapse into the couch and turn to jello
So
and just want to go to bed
relatable.
because
Real.
show week is extremely tiring.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna be extra sad.
Why?
Because this is like,
You're aging out.
yeah, I'm
That's
aging out. This summer, though, I'm going to be in a Singers Theater production.
Ooh, of what?
Carrie the Musical.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
That
but
is okay.
I will see if I can come see.
Can you give us a little bit more information?
Oh dear. I'm trying to think of when that is, because
Yeah, other theater groups deserve to be supported too.
yes, this is the Singers Theater Senior Intensive Program, which is basically a 2-week intensive theater program where we basically learn a musical in 2 weeks and perform it.
Perform it. Wow, that's
There is like a good portion where we have our scripts and we like have a period of time before the actual intensive program starts to go over our scripts and learn some of it on our own time. But like once we're all together for the 2 weeks,
Go.
yeah,
go.
it is staging, it is like choreo if there is any. The first week is not even in, the second week is in the theater. So you jump just straight into the deep end.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun, but it is exhausting because it's every day, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Ooh.
Geez, you have a full-time job?
Yeah, basically. Worse than that.
Send me the information, and I'll make sure that it's referenced in the show notes.
All
But
right.
hey, at least it's not a 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
ActOutKW.com website has all the information about High School Musical Junior and Alice at Wonderland taking place at the Band Shell in Waterloo Park.
Woo!
Coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Please come see.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please come see. We want people to come. We want people to experience. If you have any like young kids, bring them too because all of this is family friendly and it's great to
Yeah.
let kids experience this because it's theater. They should get into theater and see that these experiences because hey, you never know. Maybe your kids
Yeah.
want to do acting. Maybe seeing older kids go up on stage will be great for them.
Like a majority of
Inspirational.
us were like inspired by other
older
people who
kids,
did the same thing.
I didn't even think I would like theater until I saw my older sister going up.
Exactly.
So you never know. Maybe your kids might like it.
Like
if
I
you just
inspired
come
my
and give
younger
it a
sister to
shot.
start. I inspired my younger
Yeah.
sister to start doing Act Out. So
I
yeah.
find it funny because my older sister no longer does act. And I stole
My
it.
younger brother has done a few ActOUT camps and classes.
Yeah, so bring them. You never know if they'd love to join Act Out and join the productions.
It's Friday. what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Sleep.
Yes.
But I also
What time is it?
I also have D&D actually after this with my D&D campaign. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. It's
Dungeons
gonna
and
be chaotic.
Dragons?
Yes, Dungeons and Dragons. We do it every other Friday most times.
And that's with my younger sister,
Yeah,
so they're
that-
coming over to my house.
yes,
Wow.
I'm going to their place.
If I have the energy, I'm probably gonna read over my script a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's always fair
I'll
to do
try.
some review.
Yeah.
Still rehearsing, huh?
Big
Yeah.
if though, because hand
Every
tired.
day, every
about
day,
you,
we're
Ezra?
always on the grind.
Yeah.
How about you, Ezran?
I'm gonna go home and maybe sew together a glove.
Real.
Is it a costume?
No, just for the heck of it. Like,
It's what they're wearing right now. They have
Oh,
safety pins.
Okay. Highly cool. Must get a picture of that on the show notes as well.
I don't know, maybe.
I love
Yeah.
I love the slow downgrading in posture of okay, pretty good. Okay, slight slouch. Okay. Foot half off the chair, man spread under the table.
See, I have to kind of man spread just a tiny bit because the way that this desk
Yeah.
is organized, I'm like hitting my knees against it.
Typically, I would be crossing my legs, but
Yeah,
this-
me too.
The studio is a small studio, and 4 people around the desk there is about as much as we can accommodate.
You
I
can't even
think I've
see
got
me
the-
on
Well,
the
I
camera.
mean,
We
well,
did
That's
fit.
really
We
well.
did fit like 12.
That was
there
12.
were 8 of us plus the
3
the team.
adults
Oh yeah.
plus the was it 13? No, it was 3.
It was 3.
It was 12.
And
in total.
occasionally your mom.
We could have probably 12.
Yeah, it's 12.
We could probably fit like maybe 2 more kids if we really tried. maybe 3 if we
Because
really
there was quite a lot of
That's
room back
reaching.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And this probably I could probably fit 1 more kid over here on my side, but it would be even more squished.
Yeah.
We need a few more microphones and stuff for radio theater as
Yes.
well.
We've gone horribly off topic, by the way. We're
Yes.
kind of just chatting. I kind of forgot we were being listened to at this point.
Yeah.
Ignore mad theater kid rambles. This is what theater is always
I love
about.
That's what radio
Yeah.
is for. Radio is for talking to people. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So, do want to thank you all very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Ezra, Evie,
guys.
and Agatha.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful talking to you. I wish you all, I suppose I shouldn't say I wish you luck because that's a bad thing for theater. So,
Break
hope
a leg.
you all break your legs.
Not literally, not literally.
Not
We do not.
literally.
I wait for
see.
that, but
I think
As a
one of our
good
actors
luck
took
then.
that a bit too literally.
no more broken legs.
But I say,
for
I think Alice
literal.
is gonna have the best luck now because
Yeah.
we did have a break a leg.
True.
We did break a leg.
Just no one mentioned the curse play.
The
Yeah.
curse play? No.
No.
We
No.
don't,
We're
wanna
technically
mention
not in a theater.
But like,
I'm
we're
reading that for
performing.
school right now.
Yeah.
I want to go see it for Stratford. Earlier, I was wearing a Stratford sweater, but
Stratford coming up after ActOUT KW is done.
Yeah.
You're listening to CKMS Community Connections on CKMS FM Radio Waterloo. My name is Bob Jonkman. We've had in the studio the actors from High School Musical Junior and Alice at Wonderland coming up in the next couple of weeks in Cambridge Arts Theatre and the bandstand, the bandshell at Waterloo Park. CKMS Community Connections is brought to you by Radio Waterloo, produced in the studios of CKMS FM. My name is Bob Jonkman. The executive producer is Jennifer Strong. The theme music you're listening to is written and performed by Stephen Todd. CKMS Community Connections airs every Monday at 11 o'clock, alternate Fridays at 3. We'll see you then.